we are at the point doing number comprehension. We had already done number production. So you could give him a big tray of objects, red and blue balls and blocks scattered around, and you'd say, how many blue blocks? And he could look at this big mess of stuff and count out the number of blocks. We had other data that shows he really was counting. That's right, say better. You're right, say better. That's right, Key, how many? How many? How many, Key? 2. You're right. But production isn't the same as comprehension, because you can have small children who you give them 4 marbles and they go 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 marbles and you think they know 4. But if you give them a big bowl of stuff, they'll just, and you say, give me 4, they go like this, because they don't really comprehend 4-ness. So we're doing a study on comprehension. So it was a very similar type of tray to the other study. He had been working on numbers for 10 years, so these trays were getting pretty boring. But now the task was, okay, what color 6 or what color 3 or something like that? And he'd have to find the set of objects. So again, there were like, several different keys. So there would be blue keys and green keys and purple keys all mixed in. And it was, how many, what color 6? So I'd have to find the 6 of them and tell me the color. So the first dozen trials or so, as I mentioned before, he rips through it. It's somewhat fun because it's a different type of question. But then after the first dozen or so, it's the same stupid tray, the same stupid objects, and he starts acting up. So what he does is he, will turn his back when I show him the tray and start preening. Or he'll take his beak and he knocks everything off the floor. Or he looks at it and, let's say the color is, there are blue, purple, and green things on the tray, and I say, what color? 6. And he gives me all the colors that are not on the tray, to make it clear that it's not that he's making a mistake, he's just
not playing
the game. So, we switched to using jelly bellies to see if he'll, work for a jelly bean, which isn't a great thing for a parrot, but, 1 a day, not so bad. We're doing 1 trial of this a day to keep his interest. And I walk in one time and I've got the objects on the tray, and there are 3, 4, and 6 things on the tray, and the question of that day is, what color 3? And this time he looks at me and he says, 5. And I go, no, Alex, what color 3? 5. And we go back and forth several times. And part of me is thinking, there's not 5 things on the tray. What's going on here, The other part of me is going, he's not turning his back on me. He's not throwing things on the floor. He's not giving me random colors. What's with this 5? So I finally look at him and say, okay, Smarty, what color 5? And he looks at me and he goes, none. There were no 5 things on the tray. He transferred absence of an attribute from same and different to absence of stuff. It was a 0-like concept. In Western civilization, we didn't get 0 to the 1600s. Years ago, Dan Dennett had suggested I do something like this, and I thought, oh, this is really too hard.
Yeah.
He couldn't possibly do it.
Wow.
But not only had he done it, but he had manipulated me into asking him the question that he wanted to answer, which was a whole nother level of complexity in this behavior.
Wow, Irene.
That was probably the most exciting thing he'd ever done.
Wow.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.